Okay, today I am going to play Windswept Destiny, a Haruka and Michiru RPG based off the show Sera Myu. I played this game before. I usually save at least one or two files just in case I mess something up, especially when it comes to level grinding, so I'm going to start a new game. The background music in this game and everything is just so on point. Like, I copied some of the music from this game file on my computer to my MP3 player just so I can listen to it over and over again. May I add, if you want to download this game, please do not blame me if you get a virus. I've had that happen when I posted about this game on my Tumblr a while ago. Basically, if you're on the internet and you download something, you run the risk of getting a virus. So, if it happens, it happens. You just have to understand that. And one thing I'm not entirely happy about in this game is that they made them call him Prince Uranus instead of Princess Uranus. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's off of the fact that Naoko Takeuchi said in the Seven manga that Uranus is both male and female, from what Sera Neptune said, and that's caused like such a big debate in the fandom. But I just wish it didn't go back to that. But it goes along with the plot of the story, so it works, I guess. I'd love to find a sheet music for the song. I do like how in this game you see the shadows following the character. You have to go past the light. I don't know why, but I just like seeing it. I think I did the exact same thing the first time I played this game. That's something I found weird about that one split screen is that you walk path and now all of a sudden you're in the middle of it. But I do like how they added in the cherry blossoms, because that's like Haruka and Michiru's thing. I do like how whenever someone talks, there's a picture of them on the side instead of just reading text. And one thing I didn't like about the gold part is like they don't have the picture of Haruka looking nervous or anything. It's just a smile. It just makes no sense. Like the emotion just doesn't fit the picture. That is also something I don't like with this game. Sometimes when you go from one screen to the other, there's no music, and it's just really awkward and kind of random. That's also weird too, is if you go to a new screen and then you accidentally like walk alongside it, it'll take you back to the original page. Like that. I kind of wish there was more animation to the screen, just instead of sitting there watching them play. I do love, though, how they brought in this song for them, and they just play it together. It's perfect. I kind of wish they brought in Princess Neptune's mom. I just want to see what she looked like. And I wish there was some background music. This is some good music too. Make a note of those 3 shooting stars. You'll get the reference if you've watched the 5th season of Sera Myu. And here's the start of Windswept Destiny. That's a really strong opening. I do like how they have different backgrounds for each area, so we don't have to just look at this same or generic background every time. And one thing that is great about the fighting in this is that with the bar at the bottom, it'll go up so you can attack more often. And other similar RPG games, is you have to wait your own turn. I really like Sera Neptune's Fuku in this picture. Such peppy music. Makes sense since it's Michiru and she is going to a very fancy school. That school uniform is just really good. A really good uniform, especially with the moon on it to go back to the idea of Sera Myu. And they brought back Elsa, which I think was a great touch. Because going up 3 flights of stairs, or 3 stairs, counts as a tour. Okay, so this is the menu, I guess. You have items, skills, equips, status, save, and exit. With items, you see you have potion, perfume, and elixir. It's basically kind of off of Sun and Moon, Another Story on this Super Nintendo. HP is health points, and SB is, I think, special points. And you can use various items to heal yourself, kind of like Pokemon. The skill is where you can see what attacks the person has. Equip is where you give them different types of accessories, armor, to strengthen them in attacks, defense, dexterity. Status is basically to show everything of the character and to see how many experience they need to go to the next level, and how much of SP and HP they have left. The only downside to this game is that it doesn't have the ability to have your character heal every time it goes up a level, like the other Sun RPG games I've played. And if you are traveling somewhere and you see these chests, you open them to get items. Okay, she said second floor the first time, and now she's saying the first floor. Sorry about that. The controls to this game are very simple. Wrong button. If you are at a door and you can't move anywhere or go through, hit enter. It'll make a door unlocking sound. That's how you get past that part. And you also have to hit enter again when you're in front of a door to be able to open it. It'll give a knocking sound. And why is there a gate if they can just walk through the side? No music again. Picture Queen Solidity. Windswept Destiny on the board. Oh right, I'm supposed to find someone else first. You can tell I just play this game a lot, that I'm trying to skip ahead and do some stuff. I have to do something else just to trigger an event. Look who it is. Okay, now I think I can go back. I find it interesting to have Queen Serenity picture in this school, even though I don't think they know about So Senshi. Maybe they do, I don't remember. Make a note of the drawing on the blackboard. That's the only downside to waiting for your attack charge to go back up. Guess they do know about them. Now see, now there's an annoyed look, but back when they were kids, there wasn't much of an annoyed look. I do like the male version of the school uniform as well. But I've noticed that Elsa is wearing a different type of uniform than which it is, but it could be depending on what year or level they're in. Before I do that, I am going to buy a few items. And I'm sure you're all wondering where I can do that in the school. Pretty sure it's on the first floor, which I technically could have gone to just by going down the main steps. Yeah, here it is. I just like seeing how many I can buy. Okay, let's see, let's make it 10. And let's see how many of these can I buy. Like 4. I'll buy 2. Let's see if I can sell something. Oh, that's helpful. I'll just keep that. Yeah, this way is faster, I'm pretty sure. I like how they have Michiru's hair sway back and forth. Oh, I passed it. Another drawing. Oh, I think I have to trigger something again. Hang on. Yep. Sorry, like I said, I've played this game before, so I'm just trying to go through what I remember, and I keep jumping ahead. And no music. There really should be some music here. And how is it that she entered the room from the bottom, but then coming from the top? By the way, have you ever watched any of the Sera Myu musicals on YouTube or anything, then this story will make a lot more sense. Just for future reference. And no music again. I think realistically you could have fit a lot of that text into one box. Okay, we'll just see real quick. I think I've said this before, but I like how they have Michiru's hair move when she walks. It just makes the character more 3D, or stand out more, better than standard RPG games. And how would she know she's paired up with her just because she was at the front of the line? I mean, okay, and then like that, you'll walk and find that you'll get a lot of monsters to fight. It's kind of like Pokemon if you're walking in grass and then you end up walking around until someone comes and fights you. The good thing is that you get a level grind a lot. That is, after a while, if you don't like level grinding, it just gets tedious of having to fight a lot of people. And the higher the level of some people, the faster their attack bar at the bottom goes up. And you can also use items to heal yourself in battle, like Pokemon. Although in past some RPG games I've played, when an enemy died or whatever, was defeated, they would disappear or fade away. And in this, they just flop over. I wish they would fade away. That was kind of weird. That one should be dead by now. see her new skill. First aid. Restore HP on ally, which means I can't essentially heal them yet. And that elixir really didn't do anything. Okay, I'm gonna put that to Haruka. Save right there. And sometimes I just hit attack and not necessarily skill, so I can keep their health and their SP up, so I don't have to worry about running out of items too quickly. That pretty much means that roughly around 500 HP, so if I can get a critical hit, that would make it easier. I kind of wish though this screen did some weird graphical thing like they do in Pokemon whenever you get a new enemy to pop up while you're walking, because I hate when it just slowly pauses and then does a weird sound. I keep thinking that like my computer's slowing down or something. Not that I'm bagging completely on this stuff, it's just things I wish I would like the game more if it were slightly changed. But you know what? I'm happy that someone had taken the time, like a lot of time, to make this game. And like I said, I wish whenever they go up a level, I wish they could heal themselves. I mean, I can always escape, that is an option, but sometimes I just like to fight everybody to try and level grind. And I know you can see the box on the desk. You can't open that. Just save that. If we're going up levels, man, Solar Neptune is not that strong yet. If I could just get a one-hit KO, it would make things really easier. Or if the monster could ever miss once in a while. And then if you try to escape and then you can't, it'll just bring the right bar slowly back up, and then I mean, you could always try it over and over again, but if I can't escape once, I just hardly ever try again, because I know it could take a while before it to work. Now, if your attack power could go up, please, that would be great. Well, it went up a little bit, so I guess that's helpful. Luckily, most of the enemies at the beginning aren't so difficult to knock off. Okay, I'm gonna change it up this time. See, that critical hit would have helped ages ago. Oh, just so y'all aware, I save a lot when I play games. That figures. We'll get a new potion, and the high potion restores 2000 HP, so that'll help me eventually. So I think that's a good stopping point. I'm just going to save here, and then that's it for this first Let's Play as Sun RPG Windswept Destiny, and I'll see you all next time.